Hello friends, welcome to today's problem. Before that, if you did not subscribe to our channel yet, then please go and subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon as well so that you can get the notifications of our new videos. Okay, so let's try to solve this problem. The today's question of the day is first letter. Okay, so let's solve this problem. Okay, here we have given a problem statement. The problem statement is the Newton has a sequence of n words and he wants to make sure that all the words after the first word follow a specific pattern. Okay, that is, the pattern is they should start with the letter same as previous word ending letter. Okay, and they should not have occurred before. Okay, so you are given all the words and we have to tell whether they follow the pattern set by Newton or not. And if it follows the pattern, we have to print yes, else we have to print no. Okay, so in input we have, in first line we have given one integer number, and in the second line, in the next n lines contains a string yes I. Okay, so here you can see that we have given some sample input and output for this problem. Okay, so in this problem what we have to do, uh, okay, here you can see we have given uh, n words here and we have to check whether they should start with the letter same as previous word ending letter. Okay, so after the first word or first string, every string should starts with the letter which is his previous string ending letter. That means uh, in this string the ending letter for this previous string is n, which is this one. Okay, so the second string should start from n letter. Okay, but it did not start from yes, it did not start from n letter, it starts from yes, and this string ending letter is l. Okay, so uh, the next string of this school should starts from l l letter, but it does not start from l. Okay, it start from d. Okay, so that is why the output should be no. Okay, here as well you can see that the second and third word, which is this second and this third word, does not start with the previous word ending letter. Okay, so this does not starts with the previous word ending letter. Okay, so, let's see for the next. Okay, so here as well in second sample input you can see that the ending letter of first word is n. Okay, so the next word starts from n. Okay, but it is same as previous. Okay, so in problem statement it is clearly mentioned that it does not uh, okay, here we'll see. Okay, so here you can see that they should not have occurred before. Okay, so the word which is does not start or does not occurred before, but in this sample input you can see that this word Newton is already given here first. So that is why here in every string that is second and third, it starts from the previous words ending letter, but it occurs before. That means it has a duplicates. Okay, so that is why the output is no in this sample input as well. Okay. Okay, so let's see the another. Okay, so here you can see here the first word is yash. Okay, and the ending letter of this yash is h. Okay, so the next word of this letter should start from h letter. Okay, so it starts from h. Okay, and the ending letter of this second word is y. Okay, so the next word of this should start from y letter. Okay, so you can see that it starts from y and it does not have any duplicates. Okay, so that is why the output is yes in this uh, sample input. Okay, so so here we'll see the two approaches to solve this problem. Okay, so in first approach we'll solve this by using the brute force approach. Okay, so for that what we can do, uh, we'll take one string. Let's suppose string, and we'll traverse this string. Okay, by using the for loop we'll traverse this string using for loop. After that, what we can do, we'll check the letters from this string. Okay, let's suppose we'll check that is the ending letter of this string, that is s of I dot length minus 1. Okay, we'll check this ending letter with his next letter, that is s of I plus 1 letter. Okay, dot s of I dot 1 dot caret of 0. Okay, so we'll check this ending letter and the first letter of next uh, string. Okay, and if it does not equals to, okay, if they are not same, then simply we'll return no. Okay, and as well, um, we have to check whether if the this we have to write one more condition to check whether the it does not have duplicates or same characters or same string occur before. Okay, so for that we have to write here the two for loops. Okay, this is first, then we'll write again second for loop, this is second. Okay, so this for loop, first one, it starts from I equals to 0, and the second, which is j for loop, is start from I plus 1. That means the characters adjacent or every characters in string are checked if they are equals or not. Okay, and inside this we'll check the characters, that is s of I dot equals s of j. Okay, so this check two characters are same or not, or and if the characters are same, that will simply return no. Okay, and at the end will return if both of these are not true, then we'll print or return yes. Okay, so this is the brute force approach to solve this problem. Okay, so let's try to understand the second approach. Okay, so in second approach we are going to use the hash set to solve this problem. Okay, so we'll use hash set, okay, to solve this problem. Okay, this is the second approach. Okay, so in this approach we'll add the add string in hash set. Okay, and it removes hash set removes duplicate occurrences. Okay, after that what we can do, we'll check if the ending letter in string is equals or not with the next character. Okay, so that is we'll check if yes, let's suppose this is string, and we'll check s dot caret and ending letter, which is string dot length -1, that is ending letter, if it is not equals to s dot or okay, if it is not equals to let's suppose here we have to take one for loop to take the multiple strings, okay, or multiple words. Okay, and inside this we have taken one, let's suppose string. Okay, so we have to check that if here which we have will have taken the string. Okay, so we have to check that if this string is not equals to this str dot caret of 0. ओके, जो फर्स्ट लेटर है इस स्ट्रिंग का वो, और ये स्ट्रिंग का जो लास्ट लेटर है वो इक्वल्स है क्या, ये चेक करेंगे हम। और अगर इक्वल्स नहीं है यहाँ पे, और एक और कंडीशन में हम लिखेंगे नॉट जो हैश सेट है, हैश सेट नॉट हैश सेट डॉट ऐड। ओके, और जो स्ट्रिंग है वो अगर हैश सेट में ऐड नहीं है, ओके, देन वी हैव टू print yes, sorry, we have to print no, because this two, that is last character and the next, which is next character of the second string is not equals, then we have to print no. And at the end, if this statement is not true, then at the end we'll print simply yes. Okay, so This is the second approach to solve this problem. Okay, so now let's try to write the code for this problem. Okay, so first here we'll try to solve this problem by using the first approach, which is brute force approach. So first what I can do, I'll write the scanner class to take the input. So I'll write scanner sc equals to new scanner system dot in. Okay, after that we'll take one number, that is integer n equals to sc dot next int. Then we'll take one string array. Okay, so here we'll write string let's suppose string str equals to new string, and we'll pass the size of the string array. Okay, after that we'll take the for loop to take this string. Okay, and inside this I'll write integer I equals to 0, then I is less than n I plus plus. Okay, after that inside this for loop simply I'll write str of I equals to sc dot next. Okay, so we have taken now the input from the user. Okay, now what we can do, we'll create one function here. Okay, so I'll write public static. Okay, public static, and I'll give the name now, that is first letter. Okay, and I'll give the problem name to this function. Okay, and inside this I'll pass one number, that is let's suppose integer n, and I'll pass one string, that is string yes. Okay, this is the array, so we'll pass string array. Let's suppose we'll give the name as yes to it. Okay, now what I can do, I'll write the for loop. Okay, I'll write here one for loop, that is integer I equals to 0, then I is less than m minus 1. Sorry, it's n minus 1, and I plus plus. Okay, so inside this for loop we have to check that if s of I dot caret of s of I dot caret of the string dot length minus 1. Okay, so s of s dot length minus 1. This is the string array, so that is why we have to return s of I dot length minus 1. S of I dot caret, s of I. Okay, and we have to check this ending letter is not equals to s, not equals to s of I plus 1, I plus 1, dot caret dot caret, and inside this the first character. Okay, if it is not equals, then simply we have to return no. This is string, so simply will return no. Okay, okay, now we have to write another for loop to check whether the characters or words are equals or not. Okay, so for that I'll write one more for loop, and inside this I'll write integer I equals to 0, then I is less than n I plus plus. Okay, so inside this for loop we'll write one more for loop, that is for integer j equals to I plus 1, then j is less than n and I plus plus. Okay, so we have written the two for loops to check whether the first and other characters or words in string are equals or not. So here we'll write one condition, that is if s of I dot equals s of j. Okay, and if it is true, then simply we have to return no. Okay, and if both these conditions are not true, then at the end simply we have to return yes. Okay, okay, so we have written the code for this problem using the first approach which we have discussed. Now let's try to run this problem. So I'll copy this input, let's paste it here in input. Now let's click on run. Okay, the output should be no for this sample input. Let's see. Okay, does not show anything. Okay, so we have forgotten to call this function inside main. Okay, so here we'll call this function. So for that I'll write system.out.println, and inside this I'll pass the function name, that is first letter, and inside this I'll pass the parameters, that is n comma string, that is str. Okay, now let's click on run. Now it should work. Okay, you can see that output is no. Here as well, required output is as well no, which is correct. Now let's try for the second sample input. So I'll copy this, let's paste it here. Okay, now let's click on run. The output for this as well, it should be no. Okay, you can see that output is no for this as well. Now let's see for this third. So I'll copy this, let's paste it here, let's click on run. Okay, it is showing no. Okay, it shows an incorrect output. So I think we made a mistake somewhere. Let's see. As for this sample input, output should be yes, but our output is showing no. So let's see where we made the mistake. Okay. Okay, here the last element of the string is not equals to the 5 plus 1, then return no, it is correct. Then I equals to 0, I is less than n. Okay, j should start from I plus 1. Okay, we here, as here you can see we made the mistake that here we have to write j plus plus instead of I plus plus. Okay, so we'll change here to j plus plus. Okay, now it should work fine. Okay, let's see. So click on run. Let's see the output now. Okay, now it shows an correct. Okay, now let's try to submit and let's see whether all the test cases will pass or not. So click on submit. Okay, now the test cases are running. Let's see whether all the test cases will pass or not. Okay, you can see that all the test cases has been passed. Okay. Okay, so the time complexity of this problem is big of n square. This is the time complexity of for this approach. Okay, now let's see the second approach. Okay. Okay, so I'll just comment out this post code. Okay. Okay. I've commented out this part. Now here I'll write the approach for the second approach to solve this problem. Okay, for that first I'll write here hash set, and inside this I'll give the name, it's set, then equals to new hash set. Okay, I've declared one hash set. Now I will write string. Okay, and I'll give the name, let's suppose str. Okay, string equals to sc dot next. Okay, so now after that we'll add this string into hash set. Okay, so for that we'll write set dot add, and inside this we'll add this string. Okay. Okay, so after that I'll write one for loop. Inside this I'll write integer I equals to 0, then I is less than n I plus plus. Okay, so here we'll start I suppose we'll start I equals to 1 from 1. Okay,
and inside this for loop we'll declare one more string. Let's suppose we'll give the name is for the string is yes, then sc dot next. Okay, after that here we'll write one condition, that is if str dot caret of, that is str dot length -1. Okay, this is the last character in the string. Okay, and we'll write not equals to the second string which we have taken here inside this for loop. So we'll write s dot caret, and inside this I'll write 0. Okay, that is the first character next in the next string. Okay, and here one or condition. In this or condition we'll write not set not set dot add, and inside this we'll pass the second string. Okay, and the end character of the first string is not equals to the first character of the next string, then we can simply print no. System.out.println will print no. Okay, simply will return it this. Okay, and here we'll write str equals to, will assign the string to yes, str equals to s. Okay, and at the end if this is not true, then here we'll print yes. Run and let's see whether it works or not. Okay, you can see output is yes, that means it works. Now let's click on submit and let's see whether all the test cases will pass or not. Now the test cases are running. Okay, you can see that all the test cases are passed. Okay, that means this approach is also works. Okay, so the time complexity for this approach is big of n is the time complexity for this second approach. Okay, so that's it in this video.